Hey, what's up? It's me, the LEEBOY TV. We're here on the Prime Nostalgia Podcast. We got another episode. First of all, I'm gonna shoot it to my co-host Prime to say what's up to the people. Tell
What's
them what
up?
to
What's
do,
up?
bro.
What's up?
Yes,
PRIME
sir.
in the building.
Yes, sir. PRIME in the building. Then we got another acronym, another spell out that we can get off is UTK. My guy, Universe, the
Yes,
King.
sir. Yes,
We
sir,
got
man.
him in the
DK
building.
in the building, you know what I'm saying? Universe the King, not Universal King, not none of that nonsense. UTK, because it's universe, that's one word. That's two words. King, bro, the King. Universe the King. Get it right, man. Come on, let's get it. Prime
Hey,
nostalgia. Let's get it.
hey, back in the day, it used to be 16 bars, bro.
That's right. That's right. Hey, man, but listen, see, I'm all about evolution. You feel me? 16 bars, what is that? That's one verse. Come on, let's break it down. One
Mm.
verse, universe. That's still one verse. I'm still met. Come on, man.
Okay.
It's deeper than that. Come on. When I was doing verses, when I was just doing them, I was killing them. I was just, you know what I'm saying? So somebody that's at the top of the food chain, you empower them by maybe calling them the king. You feel me? So universe, the king, that's where that came from. You feel me? Let's
Dope.
get it.
Dope. Yeah, I love the evolution. And yeah, when you went by that name, that was way back. And we have that relationship where we go way back to goddamn. I was
Folks
in
don't even know. Folks don't
high
even
school. You
amazing
was
great
you might
conservatory,
have been
bro.
a little bit older. Did you go to AGC?
Yeah, fool. I went there. I didn't see. All right, so look. I was a terrible actor. I was the worst. I was a nervous wreck. I couldn't remember. Like I got photographic memory, so and I didn't know that growing up. You feel me? So people wonder why you don't remember lines. Why can't you remember plays on the basketball court? Like, and I'm like, I don't know. Y'all should know why I don't remember it. You know what I'm saying? But since I got a photograph, I got to write stuff down. When I write it down, like I could like kind of take a mental picture of it. You feel me? But I was terrible for that reason, bro. And I literally used to watch y'all like, oh man, they're so amazing. You feel me? You already know you and my cousin Beyonce and things like
Yep.
that. I used to see like getting it, and I was just like, man, that's dope. But I actually, what's dope about it is that I wasn't able to use that information and the things that I learned, you know what I'm saying, back then. But like in my adult life and, you know, when I became a musician and everything, I was able to, you know, use those things that Miss Wendy and you know, Tracy Coley, rest in peace, and, you know, Miss Dowes and everything taught us. And it's helped me, you know, it's put me in better places. Like, you know, one that I thought about today,
Hmm.
to be early is to be on time, to be on time is to be late, and to be late is unacceptable.
Unacceptable. We ain't gonna throw out no
I was
subliminals
in,
right
I
now.
was in, I was in here about 2-3 minutes early. You feel me? I made sure. I was in about 2-3 minutes early. So if that means something to anybody, you feel me? Always be early, baby. Be early.
Yeah. No, you're right about that. And then before we go on too far, I want to give a shout out to your merch right here. This one in particular, I support the homies, and that's exactly what I did. You know, I actually paid for this. I didn't use my nepotism. You know, even though that's the homie. When I
Yeah,
seen it,
I would have definitely sent you some Jones, man. I was surprised. I was like, oh man, look at this.
hey, but no, when you see this design, you know, the first time I saw it, I was like, oh, that's mine right there. But he also has the I feel great to be dope gear. Definitely go check out his albums, his music, available anywhere you can download and stream. And yeah, the guy has bars. Like there is no joke about that. In fact,
Blessings.
uh, we need to get into this recent online campaign that you got into, Send the Beat, and how you was bothering Timberland, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Like,
I was
you
trolling. All
was
right, so
pestering that boy.
what people don't know, one thing people don't know about me is I helped invent trolling. I helped make trolling. Now trolling it was already a thing, but remember, was a time when if you was trolling, you was just look. It was like you was a nerd at home, this little, you know, fat kid or something like that. That's sitting eating pizza, hiding behind a computer. But then it evolved to kind of more of a pestering type of nature.
Well,
You
a
know what I'm saying?
promotional tactic.
Yeah, but see that's the evolution of it.
Okay.
That's what I learned to use it for. You feel me? I used to work with this battle rapper that was just known for doing
Daylight.
crazy stuff.
Daylight.
And if you go back to 2020, about 13, 2012, 2013, 2014, like them years, you saw him really take off. And that was because we was literally planning all of the trolls. Everybody's like, oh, he's so crazy. But it was just well thought out, madness. You feel me?
To
And
the
because of that,
Batmobile. Look,
all of that was well thought out. Nothing was spur of the moment. You know what I'm saying? All of the crazy, it was just all in fun and just wanted to, stand out and be different in that way. And it worked. You know what I'm saying? So I learned, the good and the bad of doing that. You feel me? And shoot, it spawned the Send the Beat challenge. You feel me? I was in Las Vegas. And I was just chilling, in a hotel room with my wife. And I was Timberland posted a beat. And mind you, he was kind of posting beats or whatever, but he posted a beat. And I was like, I should write something to this and post it. And then she was like, you should. And I was like, all right, I'm gonna do it later. She was like, no, you should. You know what I'm saying? And I was kind of just like, oh, okay, well, what you about to do? I'm about to watch TV while you do this. She like, you write fast, get it done right now. And I was like, cool. And I was like, all right, well, let's get a few things. I'm like, well, the point of this whole thing would be for Timberland to tap in. And I'm like, I had a plane ticket ready and everything. Like, bro, this fool called me. I'm flying out, like on some crazy stuff. Like I was just forward thinking like that. And I was like, all right, boom, we all locked in. And then I went for it. You know what I'm saying? And I just started posting them. B Club reached out to me, you know what I mean? Because they was seeing it because I was tagging them too. And then, we had our conversations and things like that. And then that just kind of kept me going. And they, you know what I'm saying? And it's future stuff. I don't really want to say so much, but you know what I mean? But it's like, it was all in greatness and in fun. You know what I'm saying? I'm a rapper, I'm an MC. So it ain't nothing for me to write some bars. You know what I'm saying? That's easy. Like literally, I guarantee you, every single of them Send the Beats, I think I did 20 of them. I literally did 20 verses, maybe took me, I don't know, 10 minutes each, 15, 20, 30 minutes each or whatever. The hardest part was recording it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right? Because you memorize all those bars, right?
I don't remember them. You know what I'm saying? The thing I have a way that I could record it. You feel me? And I just be reading it for the most part. You know what I'm saying? Like if I'm shooting like an actual music video, I'm gonna remember it. But like, nah, I don't remember nothing. I write too many bars. You know what I'm saying?
It comes off that way. I'll tell you, like the flows, the spit is flawless. So you guys need to definitely tap in with him on his Instagram. You can check them all out. And then one in particular that was one of my favorites is when you did the Earth, Wind, and Fire. And the Isley brothers when they met up for the verses. That wasn't necessarily for Timbaland, but just the outfits and the feeling.
It was funny. It was funny about that one. I actually did way more, but I was kind of busy. I got some hilarious footage, bro. I just did not post it because I was kind of busy at that time. It was the weekend. It was like a lot. It was a lot going on. I think I had to go to a party or something like that. It was like a lot. So I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna just sit on this funny footage. Maybe one day I'll put it out. But I definitely got some footage of me dancing with Earth, Wind, and Fire for sure.
Dope. Yeah, like I said, y'all make sure y'all follow him because he tap in with the culture, with the current events that's happening. He's quick, like you said, it take him 10 minutes. He write down the bars, record it, and post it up. So it's a great follow on Instagram. So today's topic, which is something that's definitely near and dear to everybody here, or at least me and Universe. I don't know about Prime. We're gonna find out how much he know about these guys. But no, I know I'm always getting on you, Prime. We're here to talk about the best or our favorite rappers turn actors, and there's so many that have been that have crossed over throughout nostalgia. So it's kind of hard, actually. This was harder than I thought to rank the favorites or the best. But this
wasn't hard. No, this
wasn't hard. Okay, so we might have some of the same list then. Look,
this should honestly, bro. This should be the easiest list that you've ever done, bro.
Well, look,
I don't know. I just went by who's in projects that I watch. So I mean, that's all. That's all I'm saying.
Man, and I had some of the same basis. You know what I'm saying? And I can assure you, some of the order could be debatable because I was going to actually say no order, but I say, I ain't even gonna do that because I'm going against all of the things like the non-competitive, the run away from debate. Nah, I can debate anything. I'm actually a very ill person when it comes to debates. I can get down with the nitty gritties. You feel me?
Right, but let's get started then.
Y'all ready?
Yeah, let's get started. We're gonna do a top 5. So the way it goes, Universe, if someone says a name that's on your list and it's higher on your list, then just say higher on my list, and we'll wait to debate it until it comes up at the highest point. And so, and then we'll take a break. We'll do some honorable mentions before we mention our number one rapper turned actor. So with that, let's go ahead and get started with number 5. Universe, what you got at number 5, man?
Number 5, I got Queen Latifah.
Hey,
higher on my list.
See, we're gonna have to wait to debate.
Just know I'm gonna get y'all in these debates, man. Just know.
You're gonna have to wait to talk about Queen Latifah. I'm gonna tell you right now, she's on my honorable mention. She didn't make my top 5. It was hard. It was hard not to include the Queen.
I know who you switched it with too.
It was hard not to include the Queen, but I wanted to switch it out for another Queen, Miss Lauryn Hill. Look, Lauryn Hill. I know. Look, she's hardly an actress. Hardly. But
name 2 projects.
All I got is number 2, Sister Act 2. She got Sister Act 2, but I'm gonna just keep it real. Like, well, for one, I'm a huge Lauryn Hill fan, a little bit more than the Queen, even when it comes to her career. So I think just seeing her on screen, she left something special on that screen, and then left a lot of people wanting for more. But obviously, she never gave that to us. But I think she was just so natural as Rita Watson in Sister Act 2. She literally carried the movie, her and obviously Whoopi. But she literally, I think she stepped up the game from Sister Act. And I just wish she had more projects, because I think she was a natural at being an actress. And a lot of people, I think from that time, thought she was an actress first, but she was always a musician. So I had Queen Latifah right there. I was going to put them right next to each other at number 5. And I've done that a couple times, Prime. I usually have 2 people at number 5 when it's debatable in my mind. But something, I don't know. It could have been the Queen, but I know y'all hating on Lauryn, but it's Lauryn.
I'm not hating. She did her thing, but she's not even on my list or in my honorable mention.
Yeah,
I love it, but nah.
Yeah, I'm not hating, but I'm like, this is a list of turned actors. I mean, you can't be like, he's a turned actor. He got one project. Come on, man. Come on.
Hey, I mean, it is what it is. Like you said, it is what it is. I ain't here to debate. You could go that way with that look.
But yeah,
you're right. You feel me? Yeah.
But Lauryn Hill, and she was bomb too, so that had a little play into it, because I thought she was fired back in the day. All right, so we're gonna go right to number 4. Yeah, like I said, it might go quick. Today. What you got at number 4?
Oh wait.
Not
you say my number 5.
Oh wait, you didn't say your number 5. I low-key skipped over you. My bad. So we're gonna go this way now. Look.
My number 5 is somebody that, I'll be honest with you, I can't stand, but they are a rapper turned actor.
Okay.
Barely. And then a lot of stuff that I watch. I'm gonna say Bow Wow. I don't care. Say
Bow?
Whoa.
I'm gonna say Bow Wow.
Shot. Okay, what was your favorite project from
even though he was a younger rapper, I'm saying Like Mike.
Okay.
I knew you were gonna say Like Mike.
Johnson Family Vacation, those are all you need. And then of course he got like some Madea movies to his credit. And he got other. Yeah.
Is that what got you, Byron?
Nah, no, I'm just saying, like his first 2, the Bow Wow and then the Johnson Family Vacation movies that I rewatched fondly, and then of course he got cameos and different show appearances and all that stuff. But I think he's either borderline honorable mention or number 5. That's why I put him at number 5, because, like I said, I cannot stand Bow Wow. But
he did host 106 in Park though.
Yeah, he was
for
definitely
like 2 episodes, and then they canceled the show because he was so bad. But,
well, he got who did he kiss on there? Tyra.
Tyra Banks.
So we'll give him his credit for that.
Yeah, he get credit for Tyra.
Yeah.
Look, all right, we got to bring it up sometime. Bow Wow just lost credit for me when he did that thing where he was like, I'm in front of a group of people. They don't know I'm standing here. He started running along the group of people.
Oh yeah, that was.
That's when I started to dislike Bow Wow.
Well, I used to actually be a Bow Wow fan. I'm not even gonna front you. My favorite Bow Wow verse was on the Jumpin' Jumpin' remix. It was actually only in the video because Jumpin' Jumpin' didn't have him on it. But I thought that he killed that. But I started. Remember, I'm a hip hop head. You feel me? When I found out he wasn't writing his bars, it was over. It was over for me. Like I
You
didn't
can
care
you
how
can hear
I
the
didn't care how
brat.
Jermaine
You
Dupri
can hear
was.
the brat all in his verses now, and obviously Jermaine Dupri. But
Yeah, so it is what
I
it
mean,
is.
I didn't
I
even
was not on my list either.
I didn't even think he was writing his own stuff. He was like what 10, 5 when he got discovered, probably less than that.
he
So I was
said
He
like,
was less
5.
than that. He was on
yes,
the
I was
Snoop Dogg. He was on Snoop Dogg album.
Yep.
yes, I was like, I didn't even think about nobody writing for him because I already knew they was writing for him. So
I felt it. I could dig that.
All right. So
yeah.
let's keep it moving. I told you. Look, at first we were just gonna have the conversation because I thought we was all gonna kind of have the same list, but I can see we going in different directions with this one. What you got at number 4? What you got at number 4? Universe.
I already know y'all might debate this, but number 4 is Tupac. Rest in peace. That one of the best we ever seen do it. Tupac, number 4.
High on my list. He's on my list.
Of course he is.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of
Tupac
course he is.
Come on. Tupac is legendary for all. He only, he had a few roles, but he actually he was an actor. He was an actor before a rapper. You feel me? And we gotta understand that he's a method actor too. That's the coldest part about it. And then he was just starting to play different roles. Like his last role, a lot of people didn't like, that Gridlocked or whatever it was called. A lot of people didn't like that movie, but he played a great role. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna stop you right there because he's coming up on my list and we're gonna get into it.
Go ahead.
At number 4, though, myself, I got, I'm glad actually I had a little extra time to research. Somebody was late. Because I was about to mess up bad on this one. I got at number 4, I got Mark Wahlberg. And the reason why, okay, cool. We could talk about it, but low key, I'll say that I thought a couple of his roles was Matt Damon, and so I almost had him at 2 and 1. I was like, nah, this guy is number 2 on my list, but a couple of them roles was Matt Damon. So
okay.
Prime, what you got, man?
My number 4, I got LL Cool J.
LL Cool J is hot.
Okay, you got him on your list. Okay, honorable. Okay.
Oh no, yeah, he's in my honorables. So what's your favorite projects from LL?
Let's be honest. In the House is like a masterpiece that a lot of people don't even talk about. And then he's been on what's the show he's on now? Like he's been on for like 20 years.
One of them them crime.
One of them, yeah.
You don't even know the name of the project, bro. You didn't even watch it.
Hey, because he's been on 2, but like he's been on 1 for like 20 years.
SVU, right?
Yeah, SVU.
Mm-hmm.
Law and Order, SVU.
Look, Universe,
Nah, I mean, he just been like he's been getting his acting credit, but then he got like a nod from John Amos as being a serious actor. That's how like he's a serious actor.
Some love. I think remember that damn shark movie?
Yeah.
All right, we don't gotta talk about everything.
Deep Blue Sea.
Into Deep or Deep Blue Sea. Which one?
We don't gotta talk about everything now.
Hey, I remember he took off the hat in that joint. I was like, God damn, like it's like the second moon was out.
I'm surprised y'all didn't mention Any Given Sunday. I mean, that was just a great movie. Yeah. He did his thing in that movie, you know what I'm saying? And then to know behind the scenes that they actually had beef and they allowed the beef to come out on the screen. Like, that's true acting. That's like, come on. Y'all know what's up. That was, I thought you would have named now for you talking about some In the House. Like, come on, man. That ain't acting.
In the House is a classic.
Yeah, I think we could just keep going on. But yeah, Any Given Sunday definitely is one of his best projects. I'll agree with that, with Jamie Foxx and the way that played out. And they held that beef for years too, I think.
Hey, wait, Assault on Precinct 21. That was probably one of the come on now. LL and Assault on Precinct 21. I know that. Come on, man.
This is why we got you here. Bro, to drop the facts. So let's go ahead and hit number 3. What you got?
Number 3, Legend, Ice Cube.
Higher on my list.
Higher on our list. So we're gonna talk about that one in just a minute. But I'm curious to see what you got at number 2 and 1. Well, I know you got Mark Wahlberg somewhere in there, but yeah. So we
everybody should have the same number 1. If everybody don't have the same number 1, everybody weird.
Yeah. Let's not even mention it. Let's try to keep it a surprise. But I think we on track. I think we on track. But at number 3 though, I do got Tupac. So we can get into some Pac right now. And all I gotta say is Bishop. I mean, to me,
come on, dude.
just that one role alone, like to me, similar to Lauryn Hill, although Tupac did have some other projects. And I just saw that he was on uh, a different world, which I didn't
Yeah,
realize
yeah,
until
yeah.
until
Yeah.
now. But obviously he has some great movie projects. But to me, Juice, Bishop, and how he terrorized all his best friends, and
Right.
the haircut, all that, and just killing Raheem, like how he terrorized Raheem alone, like is just nuts to me. And he definitely had a whole second career as an actor. And then of course you could throw Poetic Justice in there, what he did with
Come on,
Janet,
that's
and
where I was going. That's where I was going with it. Come
just the
on, dude.
fact that he was able to get next to Janet, right? Like,
Come on, man. Lucky
Hey, he had
lefty.
to take a
Lucky
bunch of
lefty.
tests. Did y'all not hear that story?
we had to take the HIV test to get next to
Yeah.
Janet.
Oh yeah, yeah. I heard about that. I heard about that.
She was hating on. She wasn't used to no thugs around, so
That's cool.
he still did
That's
it
cool.
though. He still got it.
Right.
But what was your favorite project from Pot Universe?
If I had to choose a favorite, bro, I would probably choose. I probably choose Poetic Justice. I probably would choose, and I like that because when I say that, it makes me think of Baby Boy, because they wrote that for him.
Mm-hmm.
And I always imagine if it was him. Like, it would have been a different movie, but I always imagine if it was him, because I feel like they was gonna mix characters. Like, it was gonna kind of be Lucky, but it was still kind of gonna be Bishop, but it was still, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just kind of thought that would have been dope. But yeah, I like Poetic Justice. Any movie that could like actually touch me and I can like relate to it, I could feel like oh man, I did the same thing, or man, I've been through that, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I enjoy the most. I can't say that about Juice. I can't say that about, so many other movies. Like, Poetic
Above
Justice
the
was
rim.
love story, so I could relate more to love than I can to busting somebody's head and pushing them off the roof. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. No, and I heard you Prime mention Above the Rim, which was another one where he was goddamn a
Oh yeah.
terrorist as Birdie. And
But that was still Bishop. That was still the same kind of
yeah,
character. You know what I'm saying? I see, and that's another reason how I structure my list, because it's not just about if you were a rapper and you started doing movies. Like, it's also about your range. You know what I'm
right.
saying? And like yeah, he was going somewhere, but guess what? He God took him away. You know what I'm saying? God called his angel home and he didn't get to continue. It's other rappers turned actors that did get to continue, that have continued. That's why I put Ice Cube over Tupac. And that's also why but see, my only debate was Queen Latifah and Tupac, because Queen Latifah, come on now, she done did some things. I know we're gonna probably talk about it after, but look, she done did some things beyond Tupac's catalog, and so that's
Absolutely.
kind of why I would debate. But I was kind of like, also, I want to go with the movies that I liked. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
The shows I like. Queen Latifah, it was Set It Off and Living Single. You know what I mean? Her other stuff is kind of like the Wizard of Oz. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not tripping on that kind of stuff. You feel me? Like, Tupac, I can keep naming them, so I had to put him higher. But go ahead, keep going.
You know what? I feel bad because I did forget about her performance and Set It Off, bro. When she got shot, how am I gonna forget about that? So
Set it off.
sorry, Lauryn Hill. I'm gonna go ahead and take Lauryn Hill off number 5, and I'm gonna put Queen Latifah back right there.
Flip flopper.
For sure. Nah, you convinced me as soon as you said Set It Off. But
Set It Off is real. Come on now, Set It Off is like
yeah.
that was big, man.
And then I heard they about to do a reprise of that too, possibly. So we'll see how that turns out. But yeah, so I got Pac at my number 3, and then now we going over to Prime. What you got at number 3, sir?
I got Queen Latifah.
There you go. There you go. So
lower on my list.
So yeah, we already kind of got into the Queen, but obviously, I mean, Living Single. Did she produce that project? I want to say that might have been early on for her producing, but obviously we know that she takes on the production now, and she takes leadership on a lot of her acting projects in present time. And she was you know, she was leading the pack. She was a trendsetter, especially when it came to the females hopping over. But she did that way early, even when the guys were first crossing over into acting. She was one of the first female MCs that really took it seriously and made a career out of it.
I will say, like, Queen Latifah, I'll be honest with you, like, a generation knows her, don't even know she is a rapper. That's how she
That's
is.
big.
People don't even know she's a rapper, but I mean, I like Just Right, you know, because it's an NBA movie. Of course I do. You know, you got Just Right.
I was gonna say a lot of ladies
Barbershop
was. I was gonna say a lot of
show.
ladies was mad she was able to capture comment in that Just Right. They was like,
She, first of all, the premise, she stole comment from Paula Patton. That
that's
is
crazy.
not.
That's wild. Yeah.
But all right.
Hey, she must have a mean spitting game. She was nice with her words. Look.
Well,
Hey.
anyway, all right.
It ain't working.
Not that kind of spitting prompt. Look. What you was thinking about? Bro? I was talking about her mouthpiece.
Either way. Universe, you got something you want to say about Queen Latifah?
Nah, I mean that was pretty much it for me. Like I Set It Off was my one, and you know what I'm saying. And Living Single is too classic. Living Single is like too classic. You know what I'm saying. So that's like a show that, you know, black folks and white folks too, but mostly black folks, like, we connected with. Like you was probably Kyler Overton, you know what I'm saying? You was like, yeah, when I get older, I'm probably be like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was kind of like, I saw myself as kind of Overton, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, he was goofy in hell, you know what I'm saying? He had a baddie with a fatty, you feel me? They was, you know, in their relationship and things, and I thought that was cool, you know what I mean? But like,
yeah, I love Kyle and Maxine. I loved Kyle and Maxine in their relationship. Fell in love with Maxine and wanted to be Kyle for sure. He was so cool. Yep.
Right. That's real. I'm telling you. And that's just how I connect. That's why she's on my list. You know what I mean? Because her projects touch, like, everybody on my list, they got, you know, projects that I love. You know what I'm saying? So that's just what it is.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to show respect to the queen. Yeah, respect to the queen, man. I tried to put
and
Lauren
she was
here.
about positive hip hop, and she made positive hip hop, and people didn't even realize it. Now that's what's super dope, because I make positive hip hop, and the only reason that people realize is because I tell them. You see what I'm saying? And it's the same thing with Queen Latifah. Like, you know what I mean? That's actually another thing that helped me pick the king, because I was thinking of the queen. You know what I mean? Not in that way, like directly, but it was just like, when I thought of empowering names and how they used to empower themselves, it was always king something, queen something. So.
And then just real quick too about the queen, that intro to Living Single was, you know, crazy out of here. And then also with Living Single, the concept was actually stolen for Friends. That's a well-known story. Right. Is that they came first, and then NBC was like, oh, we need a white version. So just more kudos and more accolades to the queen as far as her accolades in the acting game. And then and she can sing and all that. Y'all make sure y'all check out all her projects. So shout out to the queen. I think that was the highest on the list. So we're going up to number 2 now. Universe, give it to us, man. What you got in number 2?
Man, number 2, I got my man Marky Mark, man.
Marky Mark.
Come on, dude.
And
how can he not be very high on the list with his catalog? Because you don't even my wife was like, Mark Wahlberg used to rap. I'm like, yes. Mm-hmm. Yes, he did.
Had a hit song too.
And you got to understand, bruh, the movies in this man's catalog are almost unmatched. Because I do got a number 1, and clearly we all gotta have the same number 1. But Mark Wahlberg, come on, one of my favorite movies of all time.
What is it?
Shooter.
Thank you.
Oh my God.
Shooter. Look, that's definitely the first one that I had written down right here.
I got chills when I said that, bro. That's my favorite movie, bro. I used to watch that movie just over and over. Don't ask me why, but I think it was just something about it was just something about how he gave it all. He was a great person to the country. He did what he was supposed to do, and they still did him in, but he still got back and rose back. You can't beat the underdog story. You can't beat the underdog story, and that was just that story touched me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I
he
love
literally
shit.
took out the whole government.
Come
Like,
on,
yeah, I
bro.
remember when he took out Danny Glover, bro. That shooter joint is
Shooter,
yeah,
shit,
amazing.
shit.
That's one of my favorite movies too, I will say. And and like I said, I actually had him number 2, debating on number 1. But I thought he was in the Bourne series. I thought he was Bourne Identity. I was like, oh, Bourne and Shooter. But no, that was
That
Matt
was
Damon.
Matt Damon.
Yeah, and then I looked it up. He wasn't in The Town either, and I thought he was in The Town, which I love that movie
Bro,
too. But um,
he's in Ted.
he's in
Come on,
Ted. He's
that's
in
hilarious, bro.
Entourage. He
He,
was great in Four Brothers, which also features another rapper turned actor in Andre 3000.
he was in Transformers, bro. Come on. What else?
Yeah,
Italian
he's in
Job.
Trans. Yeah,
Come on,
he's in
bro. Come
Departed.
on. Planet of
Ki-
the Apes, bro. Stop
Planet of
playing.
the Apes. He killed it in
Stop
Departed as
playing, bro.
well.
Come on,
I'm gonna
bro.
say
I didn't want. Well, first off, I'll just say I didn't want a white boy to be like too high on my
Oh,
list.
come
Yeah,
on,
I'm
come
gonna
on,
take it there. So I was
bro.
making
Like,
excuses, and
oh,
so as soon as I seen that it wasn't him in Born
like,
Identity, I was like, oh yeah, we can knock him down a couple.
well, I'm basing mine off of talent. All mine's based off of talent. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Hey, but
But
that
I will
shooter though,
say
that's the one.
he is in my honorable mentions only because
Woo!
only because a lot of his projects are just not my favorite. They're just not rewatchables. Like Shooter, yes, and he got a couple others, but not just like his whole catalog. That's probably why I personally got him in my honorable mentions. But
Yeah,
to each
that
his
damn Ted. He was hilarious though in Ted. I'll give him
own.
his credit, and he could play both roles, like as far as just being the hard nosed, underdog that you got to root for, and also just the funny frontliner guy as well. Like his role in Entourage, where he's kind of just playing himself, he's just classic, man. And I think he has a
Uh,
real natural
Yeah,
talent.
he got too many. Come on, bro. Two
what's the
guns for Giselle.
what's the movie with
Invincible, Perfect Storm. Like, come on, bro. This is too serious, bro.
Hey,
This
Chris
is
ain't
too
coming
serious.
back. You like y'all ain't doing y'all correct research at this.
Come on,
what's
bro.
the
This
movie with Will Ferrell?
Um, that is Daddy's Home.
That's the one with Kobe, right? I think. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah, that's the
Daddy's
one with
Home.
Kobe.
When
Yeah.
he's like the bad boy and Will Ferrell's the stepdad.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
he's
he
funny,
he
man.
does
He's
got
funny, bro.
range.
He
I ain't
has
gonna lie,
the
he got
range.
range. Yeah.
He
all
has the range. All right, so who's it on for number 2? It's on me. Okay, so yeah, we can get into it. Ice Cube. Ice Cube, I got at number 2.
Higher, nah, that's my number 2.
Better not be. Look,
My number 2.
Ice Cube, I would say he might be lacking from the range. He's always doing he always in somebody's face with the eyebrow up.
he does play. He plays a lot of the same roles. It's cool.
Yeah, I mean, but he's funny, like specifically in like Ride Along and like Fist Fight. Like he's the
21
exact
Jump
same
Street.
person.
Yeah.
The Jump Street series. He's the exact same person, and he gets paid for that. So we get to see him come out over and over again as like that enforcer, the old black uncle type. But he has we know about him being producing and writing behind the scenes. So when you throw him in Barbershop and the entire movie that he was able to cultivate, not necessarily based on his acting, I would say, just him being in the acting game. And then of course, when you go back to, Boys in the Hood and the legendary Friday, one of the best series of all time, one of the best comedies, one of the best culture films that we've ever seen. All of them, and I love all of them. That's what got him up to being number 2 for me. Was definitely I'll just say Friday by itself. To me, just puts him up there because we know he wrote it, and it was hilarious. So it's beyond his acting skills. It also like spills over into his writing and production as well. Is what got Q Vision, baby. Q Vision.
No, that's fact, and I really feel the same way. I put him at number 3 because I couldn't put him above, Marky Mark, and couldn't put him at number 1 if I can't put him above number 2. You see what I'm saying? Number 3, I think that's a perfect spot for him. realistically, bro, one of my favorite movies of all time, Boys in the Hood, for sure, for sure. Why is that one of my favorites, bro? That's shot in my neighborhood where I grew up. You see what I'm saying? Like my older cousins and uncles and stuff in the movie. You know what I mean? Like, and so that movie has just been, you know, very, very close to me. You know what I mean? But to think he was one of the biggest rapper. He is one of the biggest rappers, but in the time, he's one of the biggest rappers, right? He says, I want to write a movie, and writes a movie that becomes a cult classic. Like that's inspiration to me, because I write scripts myself. You know, I dream of acting in my own movies that I wrote, and I dream of doing many things that Ice Cube has already accomplished. So that's really why because he was high on my list. When you said the list, the first person, I'm like, Ice Cube #1. You see what I'm saying? That was literally how I took it. And, you know, just think about the movies that he is in. I enjoyed the movies. Another one of my favorite movies of all time, All About the Benjamins. You can't watch that movie and not laugh.
15,
you can't do it.
30,
come on,
37, 38.
That is a hilarious movie, it's absolutely hilarious. And like when you throw the whole Friday series up in there with All About the Benjamins, Boys in the Hood, like that's enough for me. And then he wrote the Fridays, and then he did it, and he did that. Like you can't refute that. You know what I'm saying? That's why I got him at number 3 though.
No, you took me back with that all About the Benjamins, and
bro.
And the way he's able to write those scenes where obviously we kind of already said it. He always plays the straight guy, the enforcer, but you know, what he's able to do with the Mike Epps, with the Chris Tuckers is genius. It's literally just genius. And he's in on that casting, and he's seeing the vision from the beginning. And he's also letting these people kind of have free range in these movies, which is not, is not an attribute for his acting once again, but it just speaks to his genius when it comes to film in general. You got anything else on Cube? What was your favorite project from Cube? Prime?
No, I like a lot of his stuff, but it's like Cube, just like Queen Latifah, is like some people he just straight up retired from making music. He's like a straight up just actor, because it's like when you watch Boys in the Hood and Friday, it's not the best of acting, but now when you watch his other movies, like you would think he's like a trained professional actor, like from like a little kid or something. Yeah, he does play the serious roles often, and often he plays these straight-laced roles, but I think that's his shtick. That's his lane.
I mean, Ice Cube easily, depending on, your preference, this guy could land at #1. If we're adding in, the producing and the writing and being in film, like I think it's him and Latifah is right up there. They could be argued at #1 is just being involved in film, but we're talking about acting. And so I think we all kind of have a consensus at 1.
He also has different genres as well, though. Like he has like the rated R movies. Then he has like just the adult movies for kids or whatever. Then he has like the actual kid family movies, like the Are We There Yet? And those type of movies. So he has different genres, and then he has different ranges. So that's why he's my #2, because he can do the adult thing, and then he can do the regular kid thing, so.
All right, so before we get into our consensus one, I'm gonna just go ahead and put it out there, y'all. Y'all don't even gotta watch the rest. No, I'm playing. Let's just talk about our honorable mentions, man, because there are a gang of people that have entered this game called acting from rapping. I'll just go ahead and start off with DMX. That was bad.
Hey,
that was like Chihuahua X.
Wait, real talk though. Rest in peace to the dog. Blessings and prayers to his family. You know what I'm saying? I understand it's a very hard time right now. Look, this ain't even a plug or no. I don't know DMX. I just love DMX. Go get his new album, Exodus. It just came out today, or whatever day you did. Today is Friday or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Go check out Exodus. It's very dope. I listened to the whole thing 2 times today already, and I enjoyed it a lot. It's a couple slappers on there. It's legends that's featured on there, and it just feels like some authentic DMX. And I wish that he was here to experience. You know what I'm saying? The release of that. So,
what are some of you guys' other honorable mentions that you got?
That's all you had was DMX?
No, I got a gang, but I'm just you want me to just start listening? Look, all right, I got
I only got 2. I only got 2 on.
Go
got
Universe.
two.
What's up?
So really, it's only one because we already spoke on LL Cool J. You feel me? He was in honorable mentions for the reasons that we spoke about. He could have totally took Queen Latifah's place. He could have took. Actually, he could have just been number 5. He wouldn't have been higher than 5. But my real honorable mention that none of us have mentioned today, and I don't think that it's really any other people other than the people we mentioned so far, is Ice-T. Ice-T.
Honorable mention.
Come on, that's literally like he's on Law and Order, Law and Order and all of them
for
cop
100
stuff.
years, right? He been on there forever.
He been there locked in, but we didn't see him play the drug dealer. We didn't see him play the cop. We didn't see him in many different roles. The gang, like, you know what I'm saying? And he's dope because for the same reason Ice Cube. He pretty much played the same role, but it works because that role is needed. You know what I'm saying? You always need that that kind of hardcore cop, that edgy cop, or you always need that OG gangster. You know what I'm saying? Like, you always need that. And I'm not mad every time I see him. You know, I just know what to expect. I'm not going to expect to give him an Oscar, but you know what I mean? I'm going to expect, oh yeah, he going to hold it down in this role because he's OG gangster number 3.
Just from being on the show he's on, he got awards like heavy.
Most definitely. I didn't see it like that, but I'm saying, you know, I'm not going to expect a tearjerker. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Nah, definitely not. He was in Colors too, right? Back in the day.
Yeah.
Yep.
Cool.
Yes. What else you got, Prime? Because I could just fire him off.
I got Ice-T, Marky Mark, Tupac, and one that we haven't mentioned yet. Even though he plays the same character, but he's probably, I want to say he's richer than almost everybody on our list, but his movies make a lot of money. I'm gonna say
Luda. Okay.
Yeah, I was going
700 Fast and Furious movies make like $1 billion each almost.
But see, Luda he only in Fast and Furious. What else was he in? Oh, he was in. Oh, my bad. No, he was in Hustle and Flow. He was in Hustle and Flow, but he was pretty much playing Ludacris. Yeah. So it kind of didn't. I don't really count that. Yeah, Ludacris. Yeah, to me, he only Fast and Furious. I can't even think of nothing else. So that's why I didn't even put him in honorable mention.
I have a mention here on my honorable mentions. I had Ice-T. I had Queen Latifah, which is just bad. I'm realizing that was bad. Common. But some of the big names that I have in my honorables are. Man, I'm surprised you didn't come up with this one, Prime. Childish Gambino.
No.
Well, I mean, because
Atlanta.
He's not. He's a comedian.
He was a comedian turn.
Yes, that's how he got into music. Music was after. So.
Okay, so you put him in the same lane as Drake then.
Yeah, just like Drake. Right. Drake will be after. Yeah.
Well, yeah, and that's why Drake's not even mentioned on my list because he's an actor turned rapper. So I didn't, you know what I'm saying? And I think Childish. I would say he kind of along the same, but he
was a comedian first, right? You didn't like him in ATL? You didn't like Atlanta?
I never seen it.
Oh, okay, so if you see that, I think
But see, one thing wouldn't have turned me either way.
Right.
I would he was great in that, but I can't put him on a list above Tupac. You know what I'm saying?
No, he would never make a list. He's on my honorable mention just because he is. He did write those series. And he produced a couple things. So Childish, is definitely, he gets it in when it comes to the acting. Obviously, we've seen Big Boy in some stuff. Big Boy in ATL, Fredro Starr on Moesha. He did his thing. He's cute. He was a joint. And one person we haven't heard today, and he's also more on the producing side, is 50 Cent. 50 Cent.
What about it?
His acting is questionable. I ain't gonna lie there, but his projects are dope.
See,
Power.
Here's the thing that a lot of us, maybe all three of us, are failing to realize. Rapper turned actors, they get roles as tough guys. That's it. So they can play the same. They can have the same persona as their rap persona in the movie. These directors, producers, writers, whatever, they write these roles for them. So it's almost, that's why I wouldn't include 50 Cent. I include Ice Cube. Yeah, he played the same roles, but he did different roles, but he also wrote, produced, and he has cult classics. You see what I'm saying? Ice-T, he's in my honorable mention. He's not on my list. He's in my honorable mentions because he's dope at playing that gangster character. But 50 Cent, I couldn't throw him on the list or the honorable mention.
Power? You don't rock with Power? I mean, it is like a black soap opera. But
Cannon was basically 50 Cent. That's what I'm saying. The character he played was, to me, if listen to Get Rich or Die Trying, that was Cannon. That's who it was. And then he put out an album called Cannon. And then it was just that, it was the same thing. Like, it was just Get Rich or Die Trying if I didn't die.
You ain't lying. You ain't lying.
That's really what it was. So
we gotta fire off this number one because I mean it's only greatness at the top, right? So can we all just say it together on 1, 2, 3? Will Smith. Prime, you didn't say it. Is that not your number one?
I got Will
Smith. Will Smith.
Willie style.
Legend. I will one day tap in with Will Smith. Guaranteed. My whole life, everybody always compared me to. It was Will Smith and Bill Bellamy. That was the two people that everybody always was like, "Yo, you remind me of them. Woo, woo. Just the way that you are, yo, whatever." And I learned from them. You know what I'm saying? I learned a lot from Will Smith. I learned a lot from Bill Bellamy, and I guess I just took a lot of their energy. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Bill Bellamy. That is the you know what I'm saying. But Will Smith, bro. Listen, bro. We don't have to even go through his catalog. We don't even got to do nothing. We ain't got to say favorite movies. We know what he's done. And he has a cult classic sitcom. And he put his family on. And he married the first woman that I ever liked. Jada Pinkett. The first woman when I saw Low Down Dirty Shame, I was like, oh, wait. I said, Peaches. Peaches, bro. Listen, Will Smith is the epitome of success in the industry, if you ask me. In the entertainment world, if you ask me, he set goals. You know what I mean? I'm the Fresh Prince of Lamert. You feel me? And that's how I see it. I'm the Fresh Prince of Lamert part, and I literally see it no other way. You feel me? And it's just like Will Smith, his influence going from rapper to actor, because I planned, bro, I didn't go to acting school for no reason. I was just terrible back then. I was insecure. I was all of these things. But now, bro, I've written numerous musicals. I've written numerous scripts. I've written numerous roles for myself, for other people. I've auditioned. I've been in different stuff. I've done my fair share. You feel me? And I have every intention in the world to get on that level in the acting world. Like, and everyone will see. This is my stake to claim right now. I'm saying it, you feel me? And everyone will see. But Will Smith is who I have in my brain. You know what I'm saying? When I'm like, yo, who's a role model? Who you look up to? Who and, you know, within your industry, who do you look up to? It's Will Smith.
You said a lot already, Universe. So can we just get into some of our favorite projects from Will Smith? First is Wild Wild West. No, I'm playing. Definitely not that one. No, that was great though. I ain't got no hate on Wild Wild West and the Men in Blacks and all that stuff.
Not at all.
But when you talk about that damn Ali, you talk about that I Am Legend. You just talking about.
It's hard to choose, bro. Like it's so hard to, like, I've never sat here and said my favorite Will Smith movie because it's so many. You know what I'm saying? Like I love, top of my head, I'm into Aliens. Independence Day, I could throw that out there. Also, you said I Am Legend, but also we got iRobot. So it's like you know what I mean? But if you want to take it to a farther end of the range, we got stuff like Hitch. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, but then we got 7 pounds. But then we also got Pursuit of Happiness. You see what I'm saying? So it's like you could take it. You know what I'm saying? I'm in the superheroes. We got Hancock. You know what I mean? Like you could take it so many different ways, bro. And it's just like, that's legendary.
And that's why he's at the best. Like we don't even have to talk about Fresh Princes, which is we always herald as one of the best shows. Bad Boys. We can't talk about Bad Boys because he killed that. But yeah, we're just talking about the greatest actors though. Yeah, for me, it's I Am Legend. When he had the dog and he had to let him go.
Listen,
it's different.
Talking to the mannequin, like
talking to the man.
You gotta think about it, bro. Like
he's different.
I actually want to learn method acting. Like, I want to be able to fall into a character. You know what I mean? Like, I understand I'm tall as hell, so I would probably get a lot of roles that are written for a certain thing. You know, he's tall, he's an athlete, he's this way, he's that way. Like, no, like, I can't fall into a tall athlete character because I am a tall damn athlete character. You see what I'm saying? That's me in real life. I want to roll like a zombie apocalypse. He's the only person left, and he got like, man, like, bro.
That's my favorite. That's my favorite right there. Prime, what is your favorite? If you could have one favorite movie from Will Smith or his role, maybe not even just a movie, but your favorite role from Will Smith.
I'm keeping the Bad Boy series.
Okay.
I could dig
Mike Lowry, huh? Lowry.
I mean, everything else is definitely cool, but I mean, like, for me, Bad Boys is one that just like transcends. You know, even though I Am Legend and all the other movies y'all named are great Will Smith projects, and they're great in their own right. If I had to keep one, I'm keeping the Bad Boy series, and even Fresh Prince, of course. Yeah, we don't even need to talk about that. But I just recently started getting into All of Us, which he wrote and about his life. Basically, he was in a few episodes. So yeah, this man is.
Yeah, man. And you know, with this being the Prime Nostalgia podcast, I definitely understand Bad Boys because it's like an all-time nostalgic film. And in general, like, this is why I wanted to, because at first, like I said, we were going to just kind of just talk and have a discussion. But the reason why I wanted to order it and really do the list is because I knew Will Smith was going to be at number one. And I think it was just, you know, it's good for us to celebrate him. Not that he needs any additional celebration from us, but, you know, that is, to me, the ultimate guest that I would want on this podcast as a nostalgia podcast, because he's, you know, he literally carries the whole nostalgia genre, excuse me, in my opinion. He is Mr. Nostalgia from, you know, from Independence Day, bruh. Like, he's just different because he's just so damn charismatic, but you can always see himself in all of his roles, but at the same time, they're always so different that you can give him credit for being able to hop into these different projects with a new frame of mind and really convincing the audience of who he is and what he is in that time. So, man, just more flowers and kudos and shout outs and everything to Will Smith for being the God, you know, lowercase g, if you decided to be. But yeah, he's just he's one of a kind, and, you know, a person I think that we all aspire to be in some way. You don't want to be exactly him, but the accomplishments that he has, ain't no way you wouldn't want those on your resume. Yep. But yeah, man, I think this was a hell of a fun episode, hell of a fun topic. We all knew Will Smith had to be number one. I'm glad that we all could come to a consensus, because otherwise we would have had to put somebody out the room. But no, we all cool. We all still good. It started off a little rocky. We right where we supposed to be.
That's right. That's right, man. Hey, real talk, man. I appreciate y'all, man, for letting me come through, you know what I'm saying, and talk about rapidy rap and hip hop and all that great stuff. And, you know, because you gotta think that's really my path, you know, that I plan to go on, you know, rapper, actor. You know, I'm not gonna stop rapping, but I definitely want to start acting, you know what I'm saying? And all of these rappers that we mentioned, they are absolutely my inspiration. I literally hold them all high. I know I could talk crap. Oh, T.I. can't do da, but nah, I look up to T.I. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's no slap in the face to T.I. at all. I'm pretty sure he reading scripts right now trying to get better because he understands. You see what I mean? And that's where I'm at with it. You know, I just want to get better. And, man, like I said, thank y'all, man, for having me on this dope episode, my brother.
And tell the people where they can find you real quick.
Man, you can actually find me on every single social media site at UniverseTheKing. Also have my website, UniverseTheKing.com. You can check my store out. You can check out all my media. I support the homies. You feel me? That's the one right now. You know, I got sweatshirts. I know summer's coming, so I got tank tops. We got hats and all type of nonsense. You know what I'm saying? But it's dope, though. UniverseTheKing.com/store. You feel me? If you want to go right to it, you know what I mean? I'm going to be uploading a bunch of new merch. Actually, I got some new designs that are dropping very, very soon. I got some new music that I'm dropping very, very soon. I got a few videos that's dropping very, very soon. So, man, tap in, man. It's hip hop from Lamert Park. Positive hip hop. Let's put the positive on top of it, man, because it's all God powered. It's all love. It's all blessings, man. Universe the King.
And I mean, you did have a recent video that obviously we gave you a little shout out, the Keenan shout out, obviously. So
Oh yeah, and yeah, Universe he won one of our contests in the past. That's because not enough of y'all entered, and Universe was showing love. So
I was surprised, bro. I saw it. I was just like, man, I gotta show the love to the homies. You feel me? And I actually won, so I was like, cool. I thought it was super dope that Keenan gave me the shout out. You know what I'm saying? And you see how you see what I posted? Did you see what I posted?
Yeah,
I chopped it up because he said my name.
Universe, he was like laughing.
Might as well take it. I was like, hey, he said my name, so hey, you got to take it how you can get it, man. So
yes, sir.
Blessing. Shout out to Keenan Thompson, the legend.
That's a legend right there too. Yep,
definitely a legend, man. So it's all blessed. But look, y'all, man, y'all legends, bro. Y'all legends.
Oh yeah.
Listen, bro.
Show your boy some love. All that in the house. Look.
It's just an introduction for the roll your mind. Show it all that. Ain't got to do it
all the time. Okay. And yeah, you can find me at LeeboyTV.com, at LeeboyTV on all socials, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. Yeah, check me out. Follow, show some love, and get in and show us some love on Apple Podcasts for sure. For the Prime Nostalgia Pod. Prime, finish us out, man.
You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at KVNG Primetime. Follow the podcast at Prime Nostalgia Pod, and also do something good. And I don't know,
do something great. You mean great?
Great, good, great. Solid, all right, nice. Just
great.
Nice.
Let's keep the bar high. Look,
do great, be nice. Just do something
for us. Do something for us, like follow us and comment and all that. Look,
right.
I ain't worried about nobody else. I'm looking out for self right now.
Giving, you talk about taking the proceeding. All right.
Yeah, I need that. I need it. All right, y'all. This has been another episode of the Prime Nostalgia Podcast, and Prime Time.
It's all the
time. Hey.
Peace.